What's up, lovely people? Welcome to my YouTube channel edunurse.med. Hi, I am Juhita Sinha and today we are going to discuss about diabetes and hypertension. Diabetes refers to a group of conditions characterized by a high level of blood glucose, commonly called blood sugar. Too much sugar in the blood causes serious conditions, sometimes may lead to life-threatening conditions. There are two types of diabetes: type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Pregnant women may occur transient form, which is known as gestational diabetes. Another diabetes called pre-diabetes, when the blood sugar level is in the borderline. Coming on to the physiology, how the blood sugar works, I am going to tell about the physiology of diabetes. During food digestion, carbohydrates break down into glucose, which is carried by the bloodstream to various organs of the body. Insulin is produced by the beta cells of the pancreas and is necessary for glucose intake by target cells. These target cells which binds to the receptors and reduce glucose intake. As a result, glucose level in the blood reduces. Type 1 diabetes. Beta cells of the pancreas are destroyed by the immune system by mistake, but genetically this factor is responsible. As a result, less insulin is released and therefore glucose level in the blood is increased. In type 1, there is an early onset of the diabetes and symptoms are sudden. By giving insulin injection, it can be treated. Therefore, type 1 diabetes is also known as insulin dependent. Now coming on to the type 2, the pancreas secretes enough amount of insulin, but sometimes it goes wrong with the receptors binding or insulin signaling inside the target cells. The cells are not responsive to the insulin, therefore cannot import glucose, and glucose stays in the blood. In type 2 diabetes, it is insulin resistant and genetic factor may be responsible for this. Lifestyle like obesity, unhealthy diet may be responsible for this. It is an adult onset. Low carbohydrate diet can be prevented to correct this diabetes type 2. There is a gradual onset of the symptoms. Pancreas secretes 40 to 50 units of insulin daily in two steps. First, at fasting, which is also known as basal insulin secretion. Second, after eating, which is also known as postprandial secretion. 10 minutes after eating, there is a burst of insulin secretion occurs. Then it proceeds as long as there is a high glucose level in the blood. Hyperglycemia means high glucose level in the blood. Coming on to the insulin, insulin allows glucose to move into the cells. Insulin converts glucose into glycogen. Glucose is the active form and glycogen is the inactive form. So therefore we can say insulin inactivates the glucose. Next, glucagon converts glycogen into glucose. Therefore we can say glucagon activates the glucose, which is released by alpha cells of pancreas, as I have said. Diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is a chronic disorder of carbohydrates, proteins and fats metabolism resulting from insulin deficiency or abnormality in the use of insulin. You can see this, it's a diabetic foot caused by diabetes mellitus. Who are at the risk of this diabetes? Yes, the obese, race, history of cardiovascular disease, those who have high blood pressure or hypertension, those who are doing physical inactivity, means those who are physically inactive, those who have familial history, the females who have PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease, and gestational diabetes at the time of pregnancy. What are the signs and symptoms of diabetes? First, polyuria means frequent urination. Second, polydipsia means frequent thirst, feeling of thirstiness. Third, polyphagia, difficulty in swallowing, weight loss or maybe weight gain, weakness, fatigue means generalized weakness, whole body weakness, or next, blood sugar level increases and glucose level increases in urine, also known as glycosuria. It can, if there is severe hyperglycemia, it can lead to severe sleepiness, drowsiness, or it may lead to coma also. Recurrent infections, prolonged wound healing, wound will heal at very long, it will take more than a time, and there will be a chance of having infections, candidial infections. Next, these are the clinical manifestations or signs and symptoms of diabetes mellitus. So what interventions we must take to prevent diabetes mellitus? First is dietary management. So we should take less and less amount of carbohydrates so that it cannot turn into glucose. Second, do not skip meals. Third, measure food accurately, do not estimate. Fifth, less added fat, fewer fatty foods, and low cholesterol diets should be taken. Second management is teach the patient how to take the insulin and how to avoid. It may lead to hypoglycemia, means low level in the blood, low sugar in the blood. Means if the patient is taking too much care, then it may cause low sugar level in the blood. How? Insulin in current use may be stored at room temperature, and avoid injecting cold insulin as it can lead to tissue reactions. Before giving insulin, roll insulin vial or mix. Do not shake. Remove air bubbles from the syringe. Press, do not rub the site after the injection. Avoid smoking for 30 minutes after injection given. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you friends. अगर आपको ये मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो लाइक करिए और नीचे दिए गए बेल आइकन को प्रेस करके सब्सक्राइब करिए ताकि आगे आने वाले वीडियोस को आप देख सकें।